Hey, what's going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today's video, I will actually play with Arctozolt deck featuring Galarian Cursola, and the deck strategy is basically focused around forcing your opponent to take the damage for each energy they attached from their hand. As long as the Cursola stays in the active spot, whenever an opponent attaches an energy card from hand to their Pokemon, they actually needs to put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. With Arctozolt being in play, for each energy our opponent attaches, they will be forced to put 2 damage counters. So Welder actually with 1 Arctozolt forces our opponent to take 4 damage counters, 20 damage for each energy, in case if they attach to with the Welder, and with the Cursola in the front, they already take 7 damage counters. And even if we have Horror Psychic energy without even attacking our opponent, they get 20 extra more damage if they decide to attack, which is really strong. We also have Crushing Hammers to deny our opponents, so they're going to be forced to attach more and more energies, and also that Blacephalon, the Firework Bombs, in combination of that Hollow Missile, where we can simply spread the damage around the board and finish the job taking multiple prize cards. Also, in addition to help for the setup, we have Crobat, Eldegoss, and the Dene GX. 4 copies of Arctozolts with, of course, 4 rare fossils, 3 Jirachis for the Stellar Wish, 1 Blacephalon, and 4 Galarian Cursolas Whis. Running this deck also with 4 Communications and Quick Ball for much more easier setup, 4 copies of Rare Fossil, 3 Scoop Up Net, 4 copies of Switch, 1 Wanderer's Labyrinth, which will force our opponent to also play 1 extra energy in order to use Attack, 1 Bird Keeper, 2 Boss's Orders, 4/2 line of Marnie plus Research, 1 Team Yell Grunt, 2 copies of Cape of Toughness, 1 Air Ringing Bell, and then 8 energies, 4 Herb Psychic, 1 Weakness Guard, and 3 regular Psychic energy cards. So this is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video, so if you already didn't, please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos, and at least hit the likes up so you help this video a little bit. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the game. Alright, there we go. So, starting with Jirachi, 2 copies of Quick Ball, and also 3 tool cards. Oof, really hurts to see 3 tools at my opening hand. Oh, okay. Grimmsnarl deck on the other side of the field. Interesting. Second Great Ball. Will there be something from it or not? It will. Okay, Morgram. Looks like that is it. So I'm gonna put Blacephalon in play. We'll use one of my Cape of Toughness. Actually, no, I'm gonna use Air Ringing Bell and discard it. Gonna put both capes in play, and then I'm just gonna go with Marnie, recycling my opponent's hand and forcing him to draw new cards. New 4 cards. Rare Fossil goes on the bench. Stellar Wish. Can we find something out of it? Like another Rare Fossil. That works perfect for me. And just in case if my Jirachi will be knocked out, I'm gonna put another one in play. Sitting with 2 Arctozolts in my hand means that I can put both of them in play. That is gonna be interesting. There is a Boss's Orders, which will be for my Cursola, the Dene for 6. Okay. I have weakness, meaning that my opponent can one-hit knock me out. Will that be the case? Well, I don't know, but we shall see. 10 damage goes to my Blacephalon. Alright. I'm gonna need something big as the top deck. Another Great Ball. I think that was a 3rd one. Yeah, it was. So he played Boss's Orders here and also the Dene for 6, meaning that right now he can literally just retreat or maybe stampede me for like a 20 and actually 40 due to the weakness, because he didn't get the Rare Candy Grimmsnarl. We actually Grimmsnarl the regular one, not the Wii. If I'm my opponent, I would probably consider switching down to maybe Zigzagoon. Maybe not, because my bench is actually full and I cannot knock him out anyways, so yeah, the only thing that I can do right now is literally just use that switch and go down to Jirachi and hope to get something from the top deck, like Marnie, for example. Or maybe, yeah, let's go with the Marnie. Let's go. I mean, research in the real life Marnie because we are playing on TCGO and we really want to let our opponent also to get something. Speaking about something, there is a Crushing Hammer, and it is a head, so I'm gonna use Scoop Up Net to scoop my Jirachi, and we'll use another Stellar Wish. And I don't need none of these cards, but I'm gonna definitely use Switch. I'm searching for something like... a Quick Ball, so I can maybe get the Dene. There it is. So, do I really want to go with the Dene? Or maybe Crobat? I don't have Crobat, so I'm gonna definitely go with the Dene, switching to my Cursola, flashing with the Dene for 6. And there's the energy. Alright, I'm good to go. So Hollow Missile, 62 Zigzagoon, and I can start putting some pressure. I'm gonna go by 3 damage counters to Morgrab. Alright, so I definitely slowed my opponent a lot, dramatically. He is definitely slowed down and he took 4 damage, so he knocked himself out and he decided immediately to concede the game. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. So really unlucky, he ran 4 Crimson Owls, he couldn't get none of them. I even rewarded him with the Marnie, but he definitely decided to quit the game, so that's the GG. Alright, would you like to go first? Definitely and always. So starting with Jirachi. Not one, but actually 2 of them. Additionally, Quick Ball and Crushing Hammer, Fallings on the other side. We're gonna go with 1 Marty for that Galarian Cursola. I'm gonna put it on the bench with Orb Psychic Energy attached on it. Interesting. Scoop Up Net, which I will definitely use. Just to get another Jirachi in play. Cape of Toughness can actually work the best here. Okay, that's it. Crushing Hammer available. There is a Orb Psychic Energy. I'm hitting for the weakness, which means that I can one-hit knock on my opponent Fallings anyways. But right now I cannot due to the Cape of Toughness, which is even better. It's even better. So there's a Pokegear 3.0 because if I hit for 120, he can basically knock himself out if I chip that energy from his Fallings. So that Marnie will give me 4 new cards, and one of those cards are gonna be Rare Fossil. My opponent immediately passes the turn. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that Marnie out immediately as well. Another Rare Fossil, now we're talking. Plus the switch. Looking good. Stellar Wish, Air Ringing Bell, or Crushing Hammer. It's not that I need any of these 2 cards, but I think I'm rather gonna pick that Air Ringing Bell for now. Yeah, that's good for me. No question about it. Hollow Missile, gonna be for like 80. Actually 100. And 30 to the Fallings on the bench. 60, oh yeah, 60 minus how many? 20. But I'm doing like 60? How in the world I hit for like 100? If it's 60, oh, it's actually 120 minus 20. Yeah, okay, team attack for 60 due to the resistance. But he knocked himself out. He literally knocked himself out. Alright, so right now my opponent is maybe on the edge to concede the game, but hopefully he won't do that, because I will reward him again with the Marnie. Why? Because my hand is empty, and I want to put those Arctozolts in play, so I can apply much more pressure than I'm doing it currently. I think he just wants to quit the game, obviously. Okay. Hello, are you here? That's the victory. That was a rage quit. That was a rage quit. That's the GG. Alright, so what do we have here? We have Jirachi, Marnie, Blacephalon, Pokemon Communication. Alright, not a bad opening hand. Oh, you're gonna tell me that I'm gonna play versus deck without energy cards? It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Yeah, it is a deck without energies. So let's see. One Pokecom into the first Cursola. I definitely need to start powering it up as fast as I can and start just spreading the damage around the board before my opponent managed to do it. One Pokecom, and I think I'm just going to discard this Cursola, where I will trade it for something like... I don't need even this Jirachi, to be honest, so it will also be discarded. I mean, my goal is to attach energy, and without energy it's not counting, and I also need to find at least one rare fossil, just in case. Just in case, gonna put rare fossil in play. I don't know what is going on the other side, so that's the reason for me to bring those rare fossils. And also we'll use this air ringing bell. Not gonna attach it for now. Just gonna pass the turn. I might decide to attach it next turn. Probably I'm just gonna go with the Marnie next turn again, putting that air ringing bell on the bottom of my deck. I think my opponent is playing like Swana, maybe a Catterday deck. Really not that sure, but I'm gonna definitely find that out. I'm gonna definitely find it out. At least right now, as it looks. There's Absol, okay. Yeah, it is, okay. Anyways, Munchlax is a pretty cool card. With the Snack Search, you can basically flip a coin. If you get heads, you can put the disc you can put a card from the discard pile at the top of your deck. So there's a Sarly, and he can basically right now use Keen Eye and search the deck for 2 cards and put them in his hand. So basically he's trying to set up, and I'm not gonna let him up. So I'm just gonna throw the Marnie on the and yeah, I will definitely go with the Marnie, no question about it, because right now he's taking 2 cards and putting him back into his hand, which is a huge advantage for my opponent, and I really don't want to let him have cards available for setup, so let's just go with the Marnie. I need switch plus energy, or at least energy for Scoop Up Net. I got 2 switches but no energy, meaning that I won't be able to attack right now. Scoop Up Net, Boss's Orders, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna try to basically find a way somehow to get more rare fossils in play, and there is one of them. Cape of Toughness. I guess I can switch back to my Jirachi. Pokecom works perfect, just in case. And for now, I'm gonna pass the turn. Next turn, I can go with Communication, grab myself Eldegoss if one of my Pokemons will be knocked out, and basically pick the Marnie and reuse it again. Cynthia and Caitlyn for Bird Keeper, obviously. Plus my opponent can draw 3 more cards. I think this deck is probably also playing the Tensor strategy. There's a Doll. Okay, obviously strategy is to deny your opponent energies. There is a Crushing Hammer. And it is a big one. It is a big one. He took 20 damage from that Starly, and he can use Keen Search. Okay. If this bad boy was in the active position, where I don't know why I didn't put him in the active position, I would knock the Starly out. Seriously. Anyways, Pokecom. For that, Arctozolt. That is a second Arctozolt in play. One Stellar Wish into the switch or research. Gonna go with a switch down to my Jirachi. Stellar Wish. Nah, not need any of these cards. Let's just go with a Bird Keeper. Bird Keeper will draw me some cards. Gonna go with the Horb Psychic Energy and we'll pass the turn. Alright, there we go. It is how it is. Let's see. Oh, switch onto Jirachi. Interesting. I mean, I hate the fact that he can simply find the hammers and flip the heads in the coin flip the same way I can do. And so far, so good. 2 heads in the hammer, discarding 2 of my energies. And that slows me dramatically. But right now, he can use basically... Ooh, he almost knocked the Persian out. He almost knocked the Persian out, my ladies and gentlemen. He can use Keen Eye for free right now and search the deck for some of the cards that he actually needs. Sooner or later, he will just run out of the Crushing Hammers, that's obvious. Yeah. Sooner or later, I have 25 cards to go through them. I'm thinking about just staying in the active, attaching energy, passing turn. Hopefully that will help me. But you know what? I can see what I can get. Boss's orders. Oof, not sure how good the boss order in this case is. So I'm just gonna pass, literally. What is going on? So 3rd hammer used. Tails on the coin flip this time. Finally. Finally something happening. I do have boss's orders, which I can use potentially to knock the Munchlax out. Somehow I feel really worried about that card on the bench. But look at this. This is a boss's orders where I actually waste all 4 freaking switches, and there's another conceit. Yeah, oh my goodness. Seriously, we cannot even play a single game without somebody conceding the game. Well, I guess we cannot. And with that being said, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Hit the thumbs up, or you can even dislike this video if you didn't like it, due to the so many due to the so many players that actually consider the game today. But another deck that can actually annoy opponents if you're looking forward to play something that can actually ladder up fast. Try definitely this deck out. You might get a lot of success with it. Thanks for your time. We'll see you next time.